Oh, here we go. I guess you wait. This is our pink and green house. We did have trouble with people seeing it or finding it on the road. So we painted it pink and green. Then they still couldn't find it. So we put a pelican on the roof. And that's Mary doing her farmer-like chores. And then they still couldn't find it, so we built an alligator in the front of our yard. And then a friend of ours, Michael Keys, said he still couldn't find it. So we built in our yard Howie the Mastodon. But poor Mike still couldn't find it. So we had to wave him down by the side of the road, which has our tire fence, our pelicans, and our two gardens, which you see Mary working in as we speak. Here's one of the animals on the other side. Here's another animal that we have in our vegetable garden, which Mary is watering. The red things by Mary are tomatoes. The red things on her arms and legs are welts from all the bug bites that come with simple country living. Mary, wave to the people. Wave. This is our dog. Huh? I know, but you were over there when I was taking pictures. Mary doesn't want to be in the video. There's our dog, Doug. Hey, Bill. It's really Billy the dog is her name, and she loves to get her picture taken. So I'm going to come over here and take it. Billy, say something. She's smiling. She's a happy dog because we feed her. Over here, behind Mary's car, is our redneck car bumper, which we will paint blue to have a redneck handicap place. Here's a topsy-turvy. Hooray for Billy Mays. Billy Mays just recently died, so he's selling God something in heaven. We have 2 tomatoes on our topsy-turvy right now. There's our compost where we put our stuff. Here's another shot of our garden with our birdhouses, our giraffe. This field over here is the field where the goats are and where we're going to put our llama soon. This is rural graffiti from a guy named Basho, who is named Hugo Granada, and he's a tagger from Miami, which is also kind of a rural place. There's our yard art. Here's our bottle trees with no bottles yet. And here's our pole barn with our sign that says, "Take your shoes off, Moses. You're on holy ground," which is what we have here. I'm trying to walk up there to see it, but you know how these handheld cameras are, kind of bumpy. I see why Quentin Tarantino only does like a movie every 4 or 5 years. Hard to control the wiggling. And there's our wash house, a real wash house where we do our wash. Here's our pink flamingos. That's our cook shed where we cook in the summer because it's so damn hot inside the house. Here's our pump house where we're encouraging birds to come over and get in a pump house. There's more sculpture, concrete sculpture. There's our first attempt at tomato gardening right there. And we have tomatoes there. And here is the side of our lovely pink house. There's the truck that I got because the other truck was squashed back in January when I had a head-on collision. Here is a little guy we got at the Doonanny in Possum Trot, Alabama. And there's our little porch with our swing. And here is Howie the Mastodon. So, and Howie squirts water out of his trunk into our pond, which we think is kind of cool. Our yard is pretty shady, but right now it's approaching 100 degrees, which means it's 93 degrees in the shade, which is a bit too hot, even for Billy the dog. So that ends our little tour of our home place. And as I get better at this, and as we do more things in the yard, we'll be back in touch so we can keep up with everybody. Here comes the farmette. That's not Mary. That's someone else. She didn't want to be in this video, but she keeps getting in the way. So there we go. Our little tour. The end.